Good morning. Last Sunday, I talked about this whole idea of the Spirit of God and God's thoughts on pretty much everything are different than our thinking on things, and that the Spirit is continuing to draw us into thinking like Jesus instead of thinking like we normally would be thinking. And so what I want to start us off with this week is this idea of challenging the thought patterns that we have already, that we're not used to actually, I think, challenging ourselves in terms of thinking, where are the places that I'm thinking after the flesh and after the ways of the world and after just the ways that the world and the enemy wants me to think. Where am I thinking in that way? And how, God, are you helping me to upgrade the ways that I think so that I'm beginning to think like Jesus, that I'm beginning to think in a way that is in sync with your kingdom, with the way that you are setting things right? Lord, how am I thinking? And would you challenge my thinking, that we would invite the Lord to come in and to challenge us and to say, Lord, I want to think in a way that's in sync with you. So that's the first thing that we want to just start in our thinking this week is, how is it that I think in ways that I discernibly know are different than the ways that the Spirit leads me to think? How are you thinking in that way? Let's start there in terms of just understanding and doing as AA would say, a fearless moral inventory on that, so that we can begin to migrate ourselves onto a thought process, a mindset that is more like Jesus, that is more in sync with walking like Jesus did with his Father. So that's our word for this morning. Thanks so much for joining me. God bless you.